everybody, it's Diana. Let's see what the universe has in store for Monday, December 13th. Ooh, there you go. Have the Magician. Magician and Empress. Whenever I see the Magician, I always think about the power of focus. Because if you know anyone who does magic, to literally be able to pull things out of thin air and make that illusion happen, it takes a lot of focus and dedication. It's about realizing your potential and make what's possible real. And it's very much about carrying out your plans and getting that magic results. And whenever I see the Magician in tarot, it's very much about tapping into that power of the universe and then use whatever our mind and our focus and manifest everything into existence. That's why every time I see this figure, it has the infinity sign. It's holding that torch and pointing at the heaven as well as the earth, as well as if you know anything about tarot cards, it's also the one card that has all the different suits on the table. That's symbolizing you have all the tools in your power and you're using that sheer will, sheer power to make things happen for you. And a lot of people ask me, well, what makes the Magician so powerful? It's because he's not afraid to act. He is completely confident in himself. He believes that he's able to call upon all the supernatural as well as natural forces to manifest and create his goal. And then he's willing to put all that belief online. So the fact that we're looking at this card is asking us to look within ourselves. Ask yourself, what is it you believe that you can do? And what is it you're afraid of? And how do you get over that fear? And why? Why are you having doubts at this particular day? How do you get over your fear? How do you get out of your own way? Don't hesitate. Realize that you have the power within you and make all that happen. And then next we have the Empress card. And the Empress card is very much about abundance, about power. A lot of people also see the Empress and think that it's a mother card. And moms are about bringing lives, with the mom archetype is about bringing life into the universe. Giving life, nurturing life, the expression of tenderness, working with children. And there's very much about abundance in this card. The fact that you have a female figure sitting in the field of abundance with life all around her. We have weed, we have wheat, we have trees, we have all sorts of greens around her. It's very much about that vibrant and healthy and abundance, as well as an element of beauty that surrounds this card. And in readings, it's very much about how does she create? How do you create? How do you bring your goal into existence? And it's so magical that the fact that today's energy is an Empress card, very much about abundance, next to the Magician card is very much about creation. So, which begs me to ask the question, what is it you want to put your focus towards bringing in to existence for your life? And how are you going to bring that abundance, that joy, the happiness into your life? What is it you want? And how do you plan on bringing that into existence for yourself? And then let's take a look at the advice card we have for today. Oops. Again. Come on. This card. mending. This card, you see two little fairies sitting, mending looks like a string with different cloth or flags on it. You can see this card next to this card. The card mending has very much a message of forgiveness in this message. In life, everybody makes mistakes. And I know, especially when we're younger, we all think we're perfect. We don't make mistakes. No one messes up. As we get older, we realize that's just simply not true. Everyone messes up. We all make mistakes, especially when we want something very badly. Whether it's a shiny object we're chasing after, whether it's a pretty boy we're chasing after, or a pretty girl we're chasing after, or that dream job that you want so badly. And then I think we all realize that sooner or later that sometimes when we chase after shiny objects, we may make choices that looks good at the time, but long term you're like, oh my gosh, I totally messed that up. I shouldn't have burned those bridges, or I shouldn't have made my family upset, or I shouldn't have pissed off my best friend. And as we mature, we realize that sometimes people make mistakes towards us, and then we need to forgive, because all the pain and negative emotion we carry around, in the long run, it really doesn't serve us. It does not serve our highest and best. And we have to learn to let go of the hurt. And sometimes the person we need to forgive the most is ourselves. Like, I know a lot of us are guilty of blaming ourselves for, oh my gosh, I coulda, shoulda, woulda, could have done that, should have said this, shouldn't have done that. And it's like every day we just carry all that hurt, drag it along with us, and then we internalize it, and then we beat up ourselves. And then some days we are just like, oh my gosh, we talk to ourselves so horribly. If our friends or someone else talk to us or our family or loved ones like that, we will never put up with that stuff. But yet we allow ourselves to talk to us in such a crazy negative tone. And the message I'm getting very strongly here is, I think for some of you, some of us, that the message is to forgive ourselves. Let it go. Realize that the mistake you made when you were a teenager, when you were in your 20s, or yesterday, or the months before, or last year, it's time to let that crap go. Forgive ourselves, clean up our own stuff, let go of the negative emotion, and that's how we move forward. That's how we clean our internal mind so we can get rid of the garbage that's cluttering our life, our minds. That's how we get the focus we need to create our next goal. It's like when you have a messy work area, when we have a crazy looking house, you gotta clean that up so you can even find what you need, so you can have a clear and focused mind to create the magic of what you need to do, and then create the abundance of what you are supposed to do. And that's very much the message for today, is mending past mistakes, forgive ourselves. And I think for some of you, it's about forgiving that ex who completely did something wrong. You don't deserve it, but by not forgiving that crazy ex, you're also just dragging your own emotion down and holding yourself back. And I think for some of you, you just need to forgive whoever that is, whether it's your family, your parents, maybe it was a very hurtful relationship you've had in the past, something that's completely unfair that happened to you. And you're right, you could hold on to that garbage forever because you were wronged. But at the end of the day, the only person you're hurting the most by holding on to all that garbage is you. So best just to take a big breath, let out that big sigh, knowing that you're not the person that you were whenever that happened. Whether you're the one who made that mistake, or if you're the person that got hurt in the process, you're not that person anymore. And the best way to recognize how much you've grown is to let go of all the garbage that either you've done to others, or you've done to yourself, or others have done to you. Let go of the garbage, forgive the past sins, and move on. And then you can really focus on creating your magic, putting your focus on what you want to accomplish today, and then create the abundance that you deserve, and the life that you deserve, and the happiness and the joy you deserve. You deserve to do better in life, to do better for yourself, for your family, for everyone you love. You deserve to have the abundance and the happiness and the joy. And the first step in creating all that happiness and abundance is to forgive yourself, forgive that jerk who've done you wrong, forgive the crazy comment, forgive that unfairness that was done to you. You've moved on, you've matured, you're a better, much better person now than you were at that time. Move on, forgive, and create your abundance and happiness.